game marks.
Hey, welcome to Mike Plays. We're going to take a look at Unreal. Before I get into this, though, I'm going to play through the little opening animation. Because back in the day, you would build a new PC, new graphics card, update your drivers, get everything working, and then the thing to do would be to run this intro. Just let it run overnight and, you know, brag about how stable and rock solid your system is based on the frame rate that you could get the next morning after this had been running all night, that your system was greatly optimized. Also, it's a really cool opening, you know? Like, something to be said for not having a static display screen in the opening of your game, you know? Get this little castle thing that you're going around. But, let's start up here. Alright, I'm just gonna go into the game. New game. I'm only going medium. So, you do... It's kind of where Unreal kind of got weird. It changed around a little bit. And you kind of pick your character here, but the multiplayer and the single player, they overlapped a little bit. So you got like the team colors there and weird like giblets, but I always like playing as Catron. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know if I say any of these words right. Give a name, team color, whatever. We're just getting a single player game, so that's not going to matter. So, Unreal came out in May of '98. And this was the dawn of game engines, really. Game engines as middleware, as product. You know, now we all know Unreal to be the Unreal Engine.
Prisoners 849 escaping.
But before we, you know, had Unreal the engine, we had Unreal the game. And the games, a lot of times, you know, ID Software definitely did a lot of this with Quake. Come on, pick that up. Pick that up. There we go. There we go. Got some bandages. Alright. If I remember right... Well, I haven't quite got there yet. Okay. So you had the Quake engines at the time too, and you started commercially selling them, and games kind of wanted to show off a bit of what made them worth licensing. And the thing with Unreal here was the scripting capabilities, the storytelling abilities. Later in '98, in the fall, November, Half-Life would come out, and really, Half-Life is remembered, I think, as the first-person story game. But I think the seeds were sown early in the year with Unreal. There are just some moments in here that got my translator activated. Now I can go up here. And then, attention all prisoners, lights out tonight at 2000 hours, no exceptions. So I am obviously a prisoner ship. Remember to be tied to your cell mates, violence not tolerated. So you get the little universal translator now, you can read all this stuff. Anything back here? Got a flare. I don't remember. Okay, Q was my cycle, and then E was my activate. Okay. It's been a while, folks. It's been a while. So yeah, so you wake up you're on this desolate ship, and right here we start to get into like,
Escaping.
well, you know, the ship is breaking and triggered scripting events happening. We got, yeah, some diary, prisoners hating each other, but, you know, violence is not tolerated. So,
Prisoner 327 escaping.
Quake to me always felt like, you know, just run and gun, run and shoot. Nothing wrong with that. When I played Unreal for the first time, just setups like this, just, there was an aesthetic and design. And one of the level designers on this is Cliff Bleszinski. You know, Gears of War. You know, he was saying recently that, you know, he doesn't want to be remembered as the Gears of War guy. Well, guess what? You're not. You're the Unreal guy to me, because we'll see later. One of my most memorable game moments comes from this game. All right, when we get to the bridge, you see all hell broke loose. So, we'll jump in the armory. We're on like some weird ice in this room. This is kind of an interesting, like, hey, just know that there's going to be funky floors, okay? So we want to get that armor. There's a switch. Hit the switch. Get the armor. We're rocking it. Let's go down here. You don't have to press anything to interact with most switches, which is kind of nice. We've really gotten into, like, you get a button press, and it makes you wonder, is like, do you really need to press the button? By the way, there's a lot of people screaming for their life here, so, you know, it's kind of creepy. Jump down here. Obviously, we'll be able to get back up. We need to. Again. It's nice, get a little damage from ship blowing up. Kind of makes you wonder what exactly medbay, you know. It's a prisoner ship for sure, we know that. Let's go in the med lab here. It's like, hey, I'm not supposed to be there. By the way, really cool. Like, you just gotta appreciate the way that, you know, in '98, we could get some cool effects going just by some transparent textures. Again, probably there just to show off the engine. You know, like, hey, check it out. Alpha. The thing. We got glass here. Alright. Doing pretty well. Let's move on out the med bay. It's a great moment right here. This is this beautiful, like, oh shit, the door's opening, whatever that was, just, you might have caught him there for a second, he held off, but you think, like, oh crap, it's gonna get me. But this beautiful, like, Jaws, do not show the shark moment, right? Alright, get our first weapon. Here's the cool thing about weapons in Unreal. They all have an alternate fire mode. Which you can do with the right mouse button. Basically, this one charges up a big shot. And then, you know, you got quick shots with the left mouse button. Again, nothing new these days to have alternate fire modes on a weapon, but remember, this came out in '98.
Multiple security breaches detected.
I mean, really in '98, we're just getting to the point where we've got computers capable of doing an immersive first-person shooter. I mean, we had Wolfenstein and we had Doom before them, but that's because John Carmack is a fucking big brain super freak and can, like, make amazing things happen on low-power computers. For the rest of us, computers were just getting to the point where they could, you know, run 3D engines for us. Alright. There was a lot of fanboyism of this game versus Quake 2 that I never really understood. I'm like, man, we're getting Quake 2, we're getting Quake. They're awesome. What's that glass? I don't need any more health, but I can shoot the glass out.
Security breaches
A
detected.
little moment here of, hey, I'm juicing up the power and I can escape from the gravitational pull of this mysterious planet. It doesn't seem to be working. So, hey, gravitational pull of a planet. Okay. Gotcha. Getting into some switches. Some little platformy puzzling hints of things to come later. It does not get too heavy in that front. I think if I was to have a complaint on Unreal, is that it had a great start, but later in the game, it sort of just became another run and gun shooter. Alright. Don't think... Yeah, that's a medbay room where I came from. This here, you know, Cliff, if you're watching, Cliffy B, if you're watching, this stuff is awesome. How levels are designed not as... They're linear to progress through, but I'm kind of going back over the same area, and it makes it feel like, yeah, I'm in a ship, man, because I'm moving through, you know, rooms of a ship. It wouldn't be just a corridor. Like, you know, I love Dead Space, but it's a bunch of corridors. You know, like the entire ship is a series of corridors. I'm not backtracking in new, interesting ways through a room I've already been in. So, good job there, Cliff. You've got a future in video games. In case of emergency, break that open. Great little moment here. With that save, which runs really fast on my modern system. But, when it ran slower, it kind of gave me the impression of like, oh, hey, you're leaving the ship. This little rabbit. Yeah, there he is. Hey, man. Rough out there. It's hard out there for a rabbit. Okay. So, this was kind of cool back in the day, too. Because open space rendering was something I've just not done. Like, I guess it was easier for engines to gain performance by having a, you know, a very closed fixed hallway. A lot less to worry about, a lot less render distance to take care of. But this is the Unreal Engine, and with the Unreal Engine, we get texture popping. So like that mountain in the background, I don't think we'll get a good... We may not get much texture pop on the system that I'm running at now. But, by the way, yeah, you can pick up a gun. I'm not going to waste bullets because they're kind of valuable. But as you go over these people here, you'll get like, hey, no reply to distress signal, making our base camp. There's a native population, they seem okay. It's kind of an interesting thing. There's a little fish, if you jump in there, they're freaking piranhas, man. I don't remember if there was something down there or not. I'm not even going in there, man. All I remember is that those fish will eat you alive. So here we can see the dude's got a little story. Whatever, didn't go well, did it? Okay. But yeah, there's all these little bits to like, you know, you're a prisoner on a ship that crashed, and you can see different crew members and prisoners alike that got out before you. There you go, Vortex Rikers, MC-114, and things didn't go well for them. So one thing coming up here is the AI in this game was a little bit more advanced than your standard first-person shooter. Again, hats off to the scripting capabilities the engine brought. In that, when I approached this here, it's gonna be a dude, if I remember right. Again, scripting. Oh wow, okay, yeah, so he's coming out after me now. And I'm gonna lure him out a bit, just so that he does his little... Well, he didn't do it. Maybe this guy will. Wow, Unreal, you're letting me down. So these guys will do like a jump to the side, and show off a little bit, you know, that the AI may not just come at you straight ahead. Yep, for murder didn't commit. Then we crashed on this rock. Life sucks. Now I'm dead. So I'm gonna... I don't think there's anything for me to do out this... No. No, if I remember right, yeah. There's a cliff for me to get down there, which I want to check out. There's also these little plants that will heal you. Let's go on down. There's crates, because why not? Crates. Push the button. Again, just gotta run into it. Don't have to push any stupid activate button. There are some things we seem to have forgotten, you know? Like, do you really need an activate key? Do you really need an activate key? That looks kind of dark and creepy. My cat is having a conniption. Whoa, there's another guy. I'm gonna have to open the door for my cat. Alright. Let me go pacify the damn cat. Alright. We live in the service of cats. Okay. So, well, since I killed him, let's go this way first. Ah, yeah. So now I'm, like, down from that cliff. Again, you know, it's like... A level isn't a corridor, you know? It's this thing that you're constantly exploring and... Like, hey, I'll probably get to go back to that area at some point. Alright. Check around behind. I think this is going to have one of the surprise in here for you. No. So, like, he looks bad. You might shoot him. But the native people are actually peaceful. You get into the game, you'll realize, like, there's basically this other race here enslaving the indigenous population, which is the race that you're kind of fighting. You can jump in there and swim around a bit. Again, I don't remember if there's anything down there. The handgun, you've got straight fire, and you got straight up gangster. Kind of cool. Alright, we're gonna go back in here, and I think this other hallway... I don't think there's much out this way. I think it's just kind of a dark, spooky corridor. You come out, yeah, you get some health down there. I don't think there's anything. Another bunny. Will we let you live? Will we let you live, little bunny? No. Okay. Me personally, I've always enjoyed first-person shooters in campaigns, not in multiplayer. Multiplayer is great with, you know, when I know everybody in the multiplayer. But just to go online, never been that big at it. Never been willing to spend the time either to get really good at, you know, all the trick shots that people do online and go through. Nothing in these crates. So there's some armor up there I want to get. The way to get that, basically, bump button, you're going up, and you run off, and you get it. Got the assault vest. I believe there is fall damage, by the way. It's a pretty good drop, but you can take without it. Come on, back down. Anybody home? Alright. Got the auto mag. Yeah, I had the auto mag. Okay, yeah, attacked by the flying beast. So, these things, they're not decoration, man. They're actually, pains in the ass. And, let's see. I think one will... Alright, look, I'm gonna walk out here. I normally would not do this. But in the interest of video... Alright, I don't seem to be tripping those guys. Yeah. Alright. Spooky lit hallway. Your footsteps. There he is. Heard you. Where are you at? There you are. Alright. Something up there. I can get up there. Plus some health. Oh, and I just overshot. Also, you'll notice, oh, I knocked the box off. Well, that's gonna suck. You'll notice that, I don't think there's a way for me to, like, pick up boxes. There's a goo gun up there or something. Oh, there's one of them flying things. Getting turned around, stuck in a corner. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, those ceiling things can suck. Because they're really good in the game about just, you know... sticking those everywhere. Okay, get down here. Some health. More ammo. I got a lot of ammo. I need that much more. Haven't used a flare yet, but you can throw flares down hallways. I think you will in a minute. Alright, author. Cliff Bleszinski, right there at the top. Alright. Health, ammo. I think that translates to force field control area. We got a little bridge. I think that's because over here... Whoa. Okay. The planet is a little unstable. And there's little things all over the place. Die! Alright. So these are canisters. Basically. Explode. Little hole. So you see there's a force field here. Gotta get a running start. I know I can get up that. There we go. So here's a good spot for a flare. There's a village on the other side of the mountain. Only way is through the mine. Looks like a little miner. Let's go back. There we go. So yeah, so this is the force field. All systems normal. So I need to deactivate the force field. That's why you go in the force field control area. Call the elevator. Again, like, oh, hey, let's be nice now. Again, like, really cool to like say, hey, how do I get over there? I don't know yet. So, this is the moment here. We're coming up on the moment. If you've played Unreal, you know this moment. Guys, people dead. Okay, whatever. Another one of you guys. Okay, you're dead. Got a shield belt. Awesome. Alright. So you got some buttons here. Push the button. Source 1 is active. Source 2 is inactive. Push the other button. Alright, we've shut off the force field power. Power 1 and power 2 are inactive. Gonna head out. All quiet. Music has stopped. And then, like, I can't go here. The lights are going out. What's going on? Why are I can't go back there? It's dark. Oh god. Oh dear god. And so, like, that moment right there, maybe doesn't seem much by today's standards, but when that originally happened, that was just something not seen of in games. So I got up close and personal, still haven't had a good look at these guys yet. But now I've met one. Notice how they set up the moment, but then they also gave me, you know, this power shield, so that it was really a meet and greet moment, right? Like, the power shield is so, you know, don't die here. But we're gonna introduce these guys as some serious badasses that we want you to be afraid of. Oh, that sucked. This is the other cool thing. You start finding ammo for weapons before you find the weapons. So it's like titanium shards. Okay. Alright, let's just see what happens if I blow that up. Like, at some point, I know I'm going to get a gun that fires titanium shards. Ah. Alright, making it through here. Place is falling apart. Got 50 bullets. Nothing over there. Place is falling apart. Alright, so he's like, hey, dude, this way. Okay. Little lizard tail dude over here. Now he screws him up. Empty a clip into this guy. A little scripted awesome moment here of like, hey, get the titanium shards? Check this out, dude. We got a weapon here. You look like you can use this. Some of these might be more strategic to, awesome lava texture. They just take that in. We'll come back in a second. Let's... Yeah, I think we met the dude. He ran us over there. Oh, we got a couple more titanium shards. Health. Yeah, that's where we came in at. Alright. I think. Anyway. Eclipse. Hey, remember that? We're over here now. I'm telling you, man, this Cliff Bleszinski kid, he's gonna go places. Gonna do things. Alright. Over here, over here, over here. Shoot the button. Again, a good moment just to teach the player. You can shoot the button, because you're not gonna get that. I guess you could try jumping. But, you know, hopefully you give a shot at, like... Oh, you. There you go, he does a little dodge and roll. You're just not gonna stand there and take a shot. Yeah, so this is one of the first great, like, sequence moments. Okay. Okay. Doing that thing now. Anything in here? Alright. We've done all those. We'll save a minute to blow those up. Okay. Push that, push that, push that, push that. Like, oh, hey! Didn't look like it opened up anything over there. Not leaving anything behind here. Well, I think at this point you've got the gist of Unreal and what it did for first-person shooters and gaming. A little clipping there. The Unreal Engine showed me that, hey, there's a shield belt behind that. Again, man, Unreal Engine. Day one. Unreal Engine. Some titanium shards. Games played a lot faster on PC back in the day, too. Just the speed at which you move around compared to a modern first-person shooter. Partly aesthetic, I think partly limitations, you know. You can spin around so much quicker with the mouse and have such a greater degree of control versus... a controller. But, yeah. It would always be cool if, they did an Unreal throwback, you know, did a revival on Unreal itself, not, you know, just like, hey, here's the new Unreal Engine, but no, here's an actual new Unreal. I think there was an Unreal 2, I don't think I played it. Sort of an interesting thing here. Push that in, that comes down, oh, that goes over here. Alright, fine, I'll jump on it. Because, why not? Just walk behind him. That was not good. And we got some guys over there. Well, alright, this has been Unreal. Thank you for watching.